Here's the truth. Most guys look cheaper than they should, like your tees, sneakers, and accessories. They could be making you look cheap without you even realizing it. So what's the real difference between you looking like you spent $50 on your outfit or $500? It's the small details, and until you fix those, your fits are always gonna look mid. So let's break it down. Problem number 1, worn out, not just wrinkled. Everyone says iron your shirts like that's the fix. But wrinkles aren't really the problem. It's that your clothes look beat. The collar on your tee could be baconed out, your hoodie that's supposed to look black looks gray, and your sweater has fuzzballs all over it. Now you may think you're good because technically it's clean, but that's not what it gives off at all. That's why guys in plain tees and Levi's can look expensive, because the tee is crispy, the denim has structure, and nothing looks like it's been through 200 washes. And don't get me wrong, I used to be very guilty of this. I'd throw on my favorite white tee, not even realizing it has bacon neck, and the white isn't even white anymore. But once I started rotating my basics and actually replacing stuff when it aged out, my style, my fits looked so much better. I'm sure you guys have been through the same thing. So here's the key to never have that problem again. You want to buy fabrics that age well, like heavyweight cotton, Oxford cloth, or even wool blends, since fall is basically here. And when you wash them, you want to make sure you wash them with cold water. The heat will damage your stuff, and air dry it when you can. Basics are great, but they start looking cheap when they start to get dingy. Your outfits are always going to look more expensive when they're crisp. People are just going to assume you spent more money. And that brings us to problem number 2. Sneakers that don't age well. It's not just dirty sneakers that can ruin your outfit. It's sneakers that age poorly. A pair of New Balance 2002 Rs can be beat to and still look fire because the suede breaks in nicely. Meanwhile, a pair of Air Force Ones after 3 months, they're creased, yellow, and you can't even throw them on with a fit anymore. Your sneakers are important. When they look trashed, everything above them is gonna look cheap, even if it's a pair of expensive sneakers. I've had fits where the clothes were so on point, but the second I threw on those yellow busted forces, it just completely tanked the whole fit. So to fix this, you wanna be intentional on what sneakers you buy. This could be stuff like Converse, New Balance, or even Timberland boots, if that's more your style. Now with fall and winter coming up, you can't go wrong with some classic Timbs or some Yeezy desert boots. Of course, there are some other good options, but those two are probably my favorite. And the great thing about those two options is that they're gonna age better than most sneakers. And that brings us to problem number 3, which a lot of guys struggle with, is accessories that try too hard. What really makes an outfit look cheap isn't the lack of accessories, it's the wrong ones. Like that $15 chain from AliExpress that turns your neck green. It doesn't matter if your fit is clean, that one detail is gonna scream cheap. Same with the oversized fake Rolexes that's so bust down you can't even tell the time. Now you may not realize it, but people can definitely clock it when you're forcing it. But here's the thing, you don't have to buy boring pieces. A simple stainless steel watch, a subtle silver chain, or a cool little rope bracelet. Those come off way less try hard. It's gonna be one of those things where people assume you might have money because you're not fake flexing with a huge Cuban chain. I've had people ask about my watch before thinking it's something crazy, and it's literally a $40 Casio. So look, it's not the price, it's how it naturally fits your aesthetic. Now another fix to keep in mind is material and proportion. Slim chains on slimmer builds, thicker ones if you've got a thicker frame. Now gold's gonna be a little more expensive, but if you've got the money, then why not? And remember, 1 to 2 pieces max. You don't wanna drown in your jewelry. Problem number 4, fit equals proportion. Everyone knows fit matters, but what most guys miss is proportion. Your tee can technically fit, but if the sleeves are hugging your arms weird, or the length is cutting you off wrong, you still look off. And same with pants. Too much stacking over a slim sneaker looks messy. If your pants are cropped too high, they look like high waters. And maybe you're similar, but I learned this the hard way. I used to rock super oversized tees with skinny jeans. I just look disproportionate. Plus, I'm 5'6", so that's not hard in itself. But once I started balancing silhouettes, like relaxed jeans with a slightly boxier tee, or some slimmer pants with a more fitted hoodie, it looked way better. And truthfully, that's the secret right there. It's all about balance. So to fix this, get a tailor when needed. This has helped me so much, especially because I'm 5'6", like I said. Pants are always going to be too long on me. You want to hem the pants so they fall right on the shoe. If you're short like me, you want to avoid heavy stacking. It makes you look way shorter. And if you're on the tall side, you want to make sure your tees aren't cropping you at the waist. Fit isn't about skinny versus baggy. It's about the perfect balance. The balance in your fit is what's going to make your outfits look more elevated and more expensive. Style isn't about labels. It's about putting the right pieces together. And once you dial this in, people are going to assume you spent way more money than you actually did. So that's how you're going to get the expensive looking style without the price tag. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys don't already know, I dropped a free style blueprint. It's going to be in the description down below. It goes over a couple style mistakes, color combos, and fit and proportion. So if you want that free style guide, again, it's going to be in the description down below. And lastly, before I go, I have my LTK linked in the description as well. There you can find some of my recommendations, some of the pieces I like, what I've been rocking, and it has direct links. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.